spot for Stage 2, as well as the CWL Championships, August 15th through the 19th. Tickets are still on sale, guys. MLG.com/CWL Champs, I think is the URL. Faded away before I had a chance to read it out. But
Sounds right.
London Docks, Hardpoint, Evil Geniuses, Echo Fox. Let's get it going.
And talk to me, Revan, a little bit about some of the numbers here as we head into
I like
this.
numbers.
In terms of stats, I know you love your stats, you and JP. So in terms of map records, what are we looking like for map number 1?
Yeah, I'm not sure who did the vetoes for Echo Fox, but they didn't do the hardpoints all too well. So the 2 hardpoints we're going to be seeing are obviously London Docks, and then ahead in the series is going to be Ardennes Forest. EG are 4-1 on London Docks, and they're 6-1 on Forest. Echo Fox are 3-2 on Docks, and 1-3 on Forest.
Okay.
So statistically, the hardpoint should go in favor of EG, but we were also saying similar things about Echo Fox when they were matching up, against Red Reserve.
That's true.
Sometimes you could throw stats out the window if the other team just shows up and they perform to the level that we expect them to.
Well, early on, it seems like EG don't want to throw their stats out the window. A nice, comfortable 34-point lead off Statue, but keep your eye on, of course, that mini-map, see where those players are spawning. Of course, one player holding his kill cam. That was Vicento for such a long period of time, waiting to see if maybe Saints could push through, have some manipulation on the spawn, but it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. As we rotate now over to Main Street, Saints the furthest up player for Echo Fox. Silly connects with a nade there. And EG look good potentially if they're able to win this first wave of gunfights, Revan, to lock down Main Street is a potential money hill.
They're starting to spawn on out, so if you're Silly as well as Assault, you want to stay alive in these positions, right? You're going to be able to put pressure onto the spawns, but you also have a pinch coming in from the other side. But Temp, he's going to waste no time, pushes on forward, takes down Assault, and it's now kills straight between both these squads coming around the back. That's absolutely dealt with on the flank. Aqua immediately turns around, but Silly's able to find 2. He shuts down Aqua as well as Vicento, so it should be EG stabilizing here on the Main Street hardpoint. And then before the action kicks off more, you have Silly heating up on some streaks, but also this is a bit of a grudge match as you have Assault facing off against his former team.
Yeah, and that was a good play as well. I just want to highlight that from Silly. After you got the double kill, grab the points and push immediately up the hill. Want to take the fight there to Echo Fox, but to your point, Revan, of course, yeah, a little bit of a grudge match coming through. As it stands, it's EG in control. Note already, Assault has rotated over towards Tin. And he's ready and waiting for the first player from Echo Fox. It's going to be Aqua. Aqua has no idea he's there for Center now, looking to try and go for the trade. And, for EG, you get a good amount of time there on Main Street. Now you have the rotation. And if they're able to at least contest or even win these gunfights here, it's looking like a good start to London Docks.
Could be an easy juggle here for Silly. Just backs up out into the doorway. A chance to regain those capture points. Inside the hill, though, this is where the action will continue. Silly's going to get challenged here. Does end up winning the engagement against Temp. Backs out of the hardpoint, but he's about to get challenged around the corner. It's going to be Aqua finish up the kill. So you have 2 ARs posted up inside the hardpoint for Echo Fox here. Should be able to establish a solid setup as Vicento. He's on a 3 spree, starting to push on out towards the danger side. He knows that EG are going to be spawning over towards the top side near the crane. But as he falls, that's going to be an opening for EG to pinch on in.
And Silly's playing at such a good pace right now. 12-6, double positive, and winning some key gunfights as well. The double kill, of course, he got on Main Street. He was able to prolong the contest there on Dock Warehouse for a significant amount of time. But now, the scrap time seems to be good to go to Echo Fox. They will take the lead, and more importantly, it looks good that they have the rotation for the new hill over towards Barrels. You can see, of course, Vicento winning a gunfight there against Apathy just to lock in those spawns. It will be Saints who's going to have the first contest from the front, and it will be Aches. Saints waiting patiently. Aches goes for the drop. Wait, did he not see him? Okay, there we go. Saints does find the pick eventually, and good thing to note, I believe both Saints and Apathy, the 2 players earlier on that only selected 2 of 3 streaks, both have 3 this game, so that's a plus.
Okay, now it's Saints and Vicento. It's a strong start now for Echo Fox. They've been able to take the lead in this game. Saints now working over towards some score streaks as the slang has started to slow down on the side of EG. Aside from Silly, everybody at that 6-kill margin. Saints is going to continue his spray as he shuts down Apathy. This has been a great hold so far for Echo Fox. EG with 20 seconds remaining, might as well give it up. This is a perfect hold for Echo Fox. They've now been able to build a comfortable lead, and now you have Saints starting to earn some streaks.
Saints was just 10 away from the glide bomb before finding the pick on Assault now. Working towards tier 2 and 3. That's going to be the first Apathy. To his right-hand side, he's trying to just find the easy picks and gets the easy one as well. Fully streaked out is Saints, and considering the kind of small marginal lead EG had, it's now just been blown completely away, Revan. A 108 to 50-point game in favor of Echo Fox. Full streaks, rotation down to Crane as the new hill pops. Fire control, at least momentarily there, before Egg shuts down Aqua. This is looking a very, very good end to the first rotation here for Echo Fox.
Saints is not missing right now. He's on a 9 spree to a 12 combined spree for his team before he dropped right there, fully streaked out, of course. Now you have Vicento starting to chime in. He's, 225 away from his own glide bomb. He's inside the hard point. And I got to say, I've been loving Vicento in this AR role. I feel like as an in-game leader, he now gets like the full picture of the map and he's able to command the troops properly. Also love the fact that you brought that. He's been trying to play a bit more calm mentally in these games. And, as an in-game leader, like the mood you set is going to rub off on your teammates and it's only going to translate onto the rest of your team.
Absolutely. Vicento is still alive, so the streak is still good. Of course, Saints still with some streaks of his own. Vicento desperately just trying to find that pick. He does have some team support coming through. Player challenges, Apathy wins the gunfight. So no further streaks. Speaking of streaks, though, you can see the fighter pilot, of course, has been invested by Saints. Love the angle. Gets it straight across the middle of the new hill as Saints actually plays to his left. Not going to spot it. He will fall. Temp there, though, looking to potentially trade out. Apathy, nice pre-fire, but App still wins the gunfight. Current score 149 to 52 in favor of Echo Fox.
EG would love for Apathy to get streaked out here. Doesn't want to re-challenge even though he picks up a bar, but he's going to get pressured and taken down by Saints. And just a small thing, because Saints uses that fighter pilot first, EG now know that there's an artillery barrage. There's also going to be a glide bomb for future hard points.
And you feel like, mentally you have to kind of take that to note, right? Especially if the game did all of a sudden get a little closer. You start thinking about like the final couple of hills where those streaks may come in handy. But to your point, they're definitely aware of the extra utility that he does have at his disposal. As the final few ticks come through from Statue, the fight for Main Street will commence. And keep your eye out on Saints right now. Look at where he is on the map. Just waiting to see if anyone wants to push through over towards Barrels. Instead, decides to now finally spring into life. Should get the kill on App mid-cut, does so. And all of a sudden, Echo Fox looked good to pick up a big chunk of time here, Rob.
Yeah, and the reason Saints was playing like pushed out towards Cole like that is because his teammates were doubling up on the back. Unfortunately, they just didn't win their engagements, but despite that, Echo Fox still holding on to their position inside the hard point. It's Vicento, the first line of defense, while you have Temp trying to look over him, blocking off that gate cross. Kill starting to come in favor of Evil Geniuses. One player left pushed up for Echo Fox. It's going to be Aqua trying to maintain position over towards front Cole. He gets shut down, so it's EG with control of the hard point for the time being.
A 100-point lead that EG are trying to just come back on. Only be able to do it. 20 seconds left on Main Street. Rotation's already come through. Ake's first to the party. Aqua should be the first there for Echo Fox as shots are fired. He knows he's there now, but pretty unfortunate timing as he throws out the Semtex. Does connect, expecting the further challenge to come through. Actually wins the first engagement there against Aqua, but Ake's needs a little bit of support. Reads a flank from Saints pretty well. Unfortunately for Silly, last man up. He has a whole different world of pain to go through. Actually gets himself a double and the capture points. Whew. That man right there keeps CG in this one for now.
I was about to say, this is the opportunity right now for EG to find their way back into this game. A solid hold here on the Docks Warehouse hardpoint. Maybe somebody gets a streak or two to earn, and all of a sudden this is a completely different game. And it all starts with Aches just staying alive over towards Danger. He's able to find 2 kills, gives Silly the opportunity to find 2 more. As now he's inside the hardpoint on a 3 spree. The lead sniper for his team all game long has a chance to maybe convert on this spree. Never mind, as he gets cut down, next line of defense is going to be Assault. Has to stay alive. This is crucial time for EG to get.
And needs to get it, at least keep it contested. The nade's being thrown, hardpoint is contested, the challenge comes through. And the final 15 should be good now to go to Evil Geniuses. The question then, can they break into Barrels quickly and efficiently? Silly, he's going to fall. Keep your eye on where he ultimately spawns. Very, very far away from the new hill. App, of course, at 430 out of 700 towards streaks of his own. You have to feel like if EG have any chance, they need streaks at some point, Revan.
Yeah, they've got like halfway, maybe a little bit more towards that glide bomb, but nobody able to finally secure it. Is now that artillery barrage is actually going to get called in here on Beer. Could potentially be a questionable call. We've seen how impactful the artillery barrage is on the next hard point over towards Crane. EG, they're able to break right on in through the front. Now fighting for spawns. It's going to be Temp holding ground for Echo Fox. But he gets cleaned up by Silly. As he finds soon, that artillery barrage gets absolutely nothing done. And I'm going to say, not a fan of using the artillery barrage on this barrel building hardpoint. Save it for the upcoming Crane one. You could use it just to spawn trap the opposing team and block off the, their rotation back into the hardpoint if you could force them to spawn over towards Useless.
Tell you what, Silly's had a sensational game thus far. Really the factor as to why EG are even in this map. Really picking up crucial kills for the squad, and you can see the rotation coming through now. EG, they've clawed their way back into this one, just down 9 points. Hardpoint about to rotate, though. It will be Echo Fox in control as Aches picks up a nice double. App, of course, going for the flank. He's going to spot Temp. Has him cornered. This is a gunfight. App should win every single time. Does so. and now the pressure onto the hill can commence.
Look at the spawns coming in for Echo Fox all the way towards Underground. This is a perfect pinch by EG. They just need to convert on the kills, and they do exactly that. Now you could push up, establish map control, and try to find these kills as Echo Fox try to set up the break. EG just need 12 more points to take the lead for what seems like the first time in this entire game. Silly trying to stay alive. He gets cut down. Now it's EG who are coming up off respawn. And look at their spawns that are coming in. They could be further away from the current hardpoint, but Apathy's able to find the lead, and he's going to challenge the fourth. It's Facetto trying desperately to stay alive in the hardpoint while Apathy waits for reinforcements.
And Apathy decides he's going to take the cut upstairs. Now peeks back up towards Facetto. Bear in mind, Nate's raining down into the hill. Apathy has done such a good job, but there was Aqua ready and waiting for the challenge. He should be ultimately cleaned out. The final 5 seconds go to EG. We have ourselves a 208 to 197 point game as we rotate over towards the new statue. Again, Assault working towards some streaks. Ultimately finds the plus 100, 450 out of 700. Waiting for Aqua to peek from fire. They know he's there. You can sense it. Can he find the pick? Not gonna happen. Again, another good teammate comes through from Echo Fox. They take control of the new hill. Of course, Echo Fox, they could theoretically end it here. I believe they still just can with an extra tick, but highly unlikely, Rev.
Yeah, assuming the tick goes in favor, they absolutely can. So it's EG. They feel forced to at least contest for one more second, and the spawns were in favor of EG. They were spawning over near the water side of the map, but they just weren't able to retake control of fire, and that extra angle for Echo Fox so it really allowed them to solidify their position here on that statue hardpoint. EG, you just need to hop in for 1 second. You're right here. Ace is going to fall. Aqua picks up 2. Now EG are spawning further away.
And this has just got so chaotic for EG. You could see they just wanted to try and push. They went single file, and Echo Fox just slaked them out completely as Saints gets himself a double. The contest has to come in from the left-hand side, and I don't think it's going to. Now the question is, will the hill tick Echo Fox? They get it. They actually get the final tick on statue. And that's shocking play from EG there to cause it a statue hill. You're going to give Echo Fox essentially a full 52 seconds of hill time. That's absurd.
Yeah, the issue for me there is when that hardpoint popped up, EG had complete control of the water side of the map, which means that they have control of the statue staircase, which means that they're able to set up one of the strongest crossfires that we have on London Docks, over towards the gate cut. But Echo Fox, they had control of beer, they had control of fire, and just those alternate angles that they're able to get, EG are unable to make anything happen off the back of their control.
Of course, credit where credit is due. Echo Fox do a wonderful job. It's very tough to really, especially at that point in a game, control that hill for as long as he did. I think Saints got a couple of crucial kills actually in the hill, and ultimately Echo Fox 1-0 up in the series. And this is concerning now if you're an EG fan, because we all know that search and destroy losing streak. It's pretty high now.
Like 9 in a row.
It's bad. It's really bad. So you look at it and you think, well, all right, maybe Echo Fox go 2-0 up here, and the team that's first in the division, I mean, if Echo Fox is able to ultimately get a win here, that's a fantastic day for them. We said they needed a good day today to keep that playoff contention really, really high, and likely that they will finish in top 4. They could get the job done.
Yeah, anything to give yourself some separation from the remaining bubble teams is going to have you feeling good at the end of the day. And I was getting worried for Echo Fox there, after Saints calls in that artillery barrage at the barrel building hardpoint. I was like, this is the moment for EG to maybe find a lead in this game, because they had a great hold over at Docks Warehouse, and they wind up winning the rotation in towards beer despite those streaks being called in. And you're thinking, well, now you have nothing left to play with on the side of Echo Fox, but unfortunately nothing happens over towards Crane. EG unable to break on the following statue hardpoint, even though they had control of the statue stairs. All they had to do was walk in, at least just for contest for 1 second, give yourself a chance on the next hardpoint. But it all ends there on statue, and all things considered, close contested map 1.
Yeah, very, very good map 1. Congratulations to Echo Fox. Of course, they take it. Speaking of Echo Fox, I know Jess caught up with Echo Fox before the game. Let's find out what they had to say.
That's right, Ben. Thanks. I did catch up with Echo Fox, and specifically speaking with Temp, he was in such high spirits. He was feeling very, very good. And, maybe it was due to their win versus Red Reserve earlier, but he was feeling great. His exact words were, "We're twisted, we're turnt, we're crunk." So he was feeling fantastic, and I can't wait to see how the rest of the series strikes up. So, Ben and Revan, back over to you.
Thank you very much, Jess. Interesting choice of words.
Been drinking too much G Fuel.
Hey, man. You beat the #1 team in the division, you have every right to be excited, and they did so playing very, very well. It's worth mentioning as well. That CTF game, crazy ending. But now all of a sudden they find themselves in their second series of the day, 1-0 up Revan. We're heading over to Search and Destroy map 2 against the pretty struggling Evil Geniuses. It's going to be a Saint Marie du Mont as well, which I'm pretty sure was the map it was the map we actually saw EG lose earlier on, and that was a pretty interesting one. Eggs gets fully streaks out, and best 2 streaks into a round, and they ultimately get 2v4'd by Epsilon. Epsilon played that extremely well. And all of a sudden, you're looking at this map, and I'm going to be honest with you, Revan, I fully foresee Echo Fox taking this 2-0.
Okay. You're going with Echo Fox, I'll go with EG.
Yeah, how? You can't. I know we love to go against each other. You know, we like to have our storylines, but I feel like you just can't. I'm not going to let you. I won't let your reputation do it.
After that Epsilon series, Coach Bevels took the boys in the back end.
I said
he just drilled them. He was like, listen,
when you get streaks,
you're not playing St. Marie like that anytime. When you get streaks, kill people with them.
Make sure you have 3 streaks on. Revan, great, wonderful. At the end of the day, they're still losing search and destroys.
Facts. I mean, you're not wrong. You know, they're 0-9. I think statistically now, it's only a matter of time before they stop the bleeding and turn things around, and this might be it right before they hit the double-digit loss streak.
Against the hungry Echo Fox, I don't buy it. Nope.
You want to put a wager on it?
All right. Dinner?
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, I got you.
All right. Well, you're leaving tomorrow, aren't you? You're going on your mini travel, so it has to be dinner this evening. I'm not letting you run away.
We already had catering. At least maybe when we come back, we'll go to like Texas State Brazil or something. My treat, bud.
Okay. All right.
Or your treat.
Well, no. I mean, it's free dinner for me. Free dinner. So I appreciate you in advance for the wonderful night out we'll have at Texas State Brazil.
Candlelit dinner.
Oh, it has to be candlelit.
I'll treat you right.
Oh, thanks. Good to know.
Hey, look, Applebee's got 3 streaks on this time, though.
Well,
I think things are already looking better for EG.
Couldn't look much worse, could it? It's going to be Echo Fox, of course, on the attack first round. Tap going to be carrying the bomb. And we'll see the opening strat. Looks as if it's going to be a slow push over towards A. Meanwhile, Aqua trying to secure top red. And really, realistically, he has to do that before anyone can cross over towards the A site. Temp also with a sniper rifle out. Love watching sniper play, especially on St. Marie, but it seems as if Temp rotates now over towards the A site. Of course, Aqua has top red control, so a nice little setup starting to develop here for Echo Fox. A gunfight which still he needed to win realistically to have any chance of winning this round. It's going to be lost, of course, not ultimately his fault. The bump still has not been planted at A here.
But Assault with an opportunity now to clutch against his former team. Playing in the right areas. Unfortunately, he has a loud class. Might be able to catch his bomb planter if he peeks out at the right moment. No. Can he get the trade? Does spot Saints, and he knows the other guy planted the bomb. He's going to challenge Temp, wins the 1v1 versus him. Now he's going to back up, regen his health with 35 seconds remaining on the bomb timer. It's Saints versus Assault. Is Saints going to read this push? Is Assault going to predict Saints to push up behind the lookout tower? We're about to find out.
As you said, Assault, very loud. Surely, Saints. Saints hears him. He must do. He does. Saints turns around and finds the pick. A pretty risky play, though, from Saints, you have to feel. Pushing up towards Green Tower and lying down, you're basically playing for some form of sound, but it is Saints that wins the first round. Assault played that pretty well, but just couldn't ultimately find the final kill.
Absolutely that. But he had the chance, right? He won the first engagement against Temp. And then, like we were saying before when we were casting EG's last search and destroy on this map, people are starting to iron out, and they're starting to figure out how exactly to approach the attack over towards a bomb site. For me, it really comes down to if you're able to extend like through to the opponent's side of the bomb site, which is what Echo Fox were able to do right there with that extra positioning, that extra area. It's more spots on the map that the other team has to check when they're trying to set up for the retake.
Well, you like A pushes, I like him too. We may have another one. As EG approached the site, Saints has put himself in a good position, maybe to just at least buy his teammates time on rotation. If they get the information, Ace is going to be the first one to fall. Second player over towards mid-map. He doesn't spot App. He should be traded out, though, by Temp, who flew straight at him. Temp shot from the side. Silly drops. Now you got Facento looking to trade that out himself. Silly over, of course, to the left. Going to throw out the nade. Facento, I don't think that nade's going to kill him, but the team fire does come through. Now you got another 1v1. Assault versus Facento. 45 seconds left, and of course, bomb still needs to be planted.
This round essentially comes down to trades by both teams. Kills back and forth. Brings us down to this 1v1. Bomb, of course, drops right in front of Assault. He doesn't know it, but he can pick it up and go right for the plant, and he'd get it off. But right now, he's just looking for information, thinking that Facento's going to check this bomb plant eventually, and Facento's just trying to play for information. You see where he's located on the mini-map. Bomb gets planted. Let's see how he decides to approach this.
He was watching, of course, to see if the B rotation was going to come through. Assault again, very loud. Facento's going to spot him, drops down like an eagle. However, decides to just push mid-street. Doesn't want to go for the reach on Assault now. Well, Assault worried maybe too much about behind him, but the smoke grenade's actually going to pop. And I tell you what, that is just absolutely lovely bait. Facento, I love to see it. I salute you. I bow down to you, Facento. You search and destroy lord. Get outplayed. Get baited. That's just beautiful.
I want to know where he threw the smoke. He was
Look at him laughing.
yeah, he was
Look at it.
anticipating Assault to like peek out over towards the white Jeep.
Oh, that's
such
just
a powerful
beautiful.
position. Or Assault was expecting a re-challenge as well from Assault, but
He just baited him out with a smoke grenade. He
I
just
love
threw it and said, oh, yeah, worry about that, bud. I'm going to hop on this bomb.
hold that.
Oh, that's just fantastic. Echo Fox 2-0 up, and early on, it seems like Evil Genius's search and destroy woes continue. Admittedly, yes, 2 1v1s. We haven't really had a, convincing win that's come through, but may get it this round. Maybe in the likes, or in the form of EG, as Ape's pre-fire stops and ultimately does fall out, looking to trade out absolutely anything. 2 players underneath him. The nades come out top ready. Spots Temp in the middle of the open, and I mean, that's just a free kill.
But after he's getting flanked up through the staircase, once again, trades back and forth between either of these teams. And it's small victories like that, even though the rounds have been close, that could just shift momentum and bring positive vibes to the team. Never underestimate the power of positive vibes, as we're down here to 2v2, 40 seconds remaining on the clock. Aqua and Vicento versus Silly and Assault. Bomb, of course, dropped over towards the B site, so it's Echo Fox trying to set up, trying to find an entry into the site. And might come off the back of Vicento, who's top red.
Silly has to be so careful, of course. Assault is watching that cross. The challenge comes through. Such a good angle there. They have Assault trapped again, left by himself. A wonderful job of retaking that B site. Beautiful execution coming through from Echo Foxes. They cruise to a 3-0 lead.
It's just perfect bait from Vicento. Silly was positioned under him at that top red kind of like platform. Because Vicento shoots, Silly then repositions because he's like, okay, I could peek out and get the angle. But as soon as that happens, that's when Aqua peeks into the bomb site, finds the easy kill into Silly, and then the last remaining player from EG in the site just has nothing to work with. He can't push forward into the site because Aqua has that angle, and then he knows, all right, maybe I could hold this angle against the guy top red, but then they're just going to challenge me at the same time. I'm going to get overwhelmed. So far, it's been a solid search and destroy from Echo Fox, but here comes the B push from Evil Genius's kills being made by both teams. It's aptly to open things up with 2 kills, but once again, the trades working in favor of now EG as they have the man advantage. It's a 2v1 against Saints.
And he's going to spot the first, gets the information. The stun comes out, however, so they know Saints is there. Are they going to challenge it? Looks like they've both stacked the bomb site. You don't want to get 2-piece here. Saints find the first bomb planted. Saints! Oh my lord, for a minute I thought he was going to get the 1v2. A very, very risky play from EG, but somehow it works. And if I'm Silly, I'm looking at my teammates saying, bro, how are you losing that gunfight? That is a gunfight you should not be losing. Get shot in the back, all right, I get it. But that's a gunfight you can't lose.
Oh, I'm right there with you. I think as soon as Saints gets that kill on the eggs, I 100% thought he was clutching that round because Silly was still playing the bomb. Gets
Holding the
plant
bomb
off just in the nick of time. Somehow wins the engagement against Saints. But still, Echo Fox have that comfortable 2-round lead. Moving into round number 5. And not because Silly also gets the plant there. He's got decent progression towards that glide bomb.
See if he's able to get anything further this round. Of course, they get the information of a B push. Will they read the rotation, or will App potentially rotate at will? Shots go down mid-street. App could be in for a little bit of a treat here as the first player rounds the corner. It's Vicento. Didn't check his corner. And App finds first blood. Stun comes out. Saints there for the trade, though. So once again, we have ourselves a 3v3. 8 shuts down Temp. Make that a 3v2 in favor of Evil Geniuses.
Once again, all game long, every round, both teams just working really well on their trades. One player gets picked off, the trade is immediately there for both these teams. Saints is going to take fire once again. Assault almost getting picked off through the wall. And as it stands, Echo Fox, you got 40 seconds to work with. They're just trying to feel out both bomb sites. They know Assault's over near top red, so he's got presence kind of over near both bomb sites, right? He could look out to the window, see if anybody crosses to A bomb, and he could rotate out from the backside of red over towards B. It's a good spread here for EG. They have a lot of information to work with, and now Echo Fox have to commit to a site.
And that's another brilliant smoke grenade. They throw it at top red. However, did they maybe throw it just a little too early? Saints is going to try and get the bomb down. It does connect, but Aqua makes it a 2v2. Saints will have regened his health. The bomb does get planted. Loving what we're seeing in terms of the utility here from Echo Fox. Sensational stuff.
Silly has to go. Aches dies to Aqua, who then pushes up. Aches sees that, you know, the second guy planned the bomb. You're holding the angle from top red. You know that there should be nobody here from where Silly's pushing from, and he's even going to spot Aqua here. He could peek out. Yeah, that's a...
Hello, that's Saints. Hello. Yep.
Yeah?
Yep. There we go.
That's free kill on the Saints. He was trapped, and now Assault can move in and help. It's a 2v1 against Aqua.
Aqua, no right to win that, and will not do so. That's twice Saints has put himself in a pretty unusual position.
He's trapped. That player top red had the cross. He couldn't comfortably back out.
But Yeah, I guess you're right, but is he not lying looking at his teammate, though?
Yeah, he should have been looking the other way.
That seems
100%.
a bit weird.
Well, I mean, they're essentially.
I know they're trying to get across. Yeah,
like back to back, but you just don't have any cover to work with, right? You feel more comfortable if you have Aqua like push up to the sandbags and then use the barrels, right? But it all comes down to the fact that Saints was trapped, and that allows Silly to make his way around the flank. He gets a free kill. Took him a little bit, but it took a free kill. Now you have Silly streaked out.
And Silly once again with a good game. He played extremely well in game 1, was basically the reason EG were able to keep it close at times. Has himself a glide bump, looking for more if he's able to get the plant. That's in fact invest the glide bump straight away. Now he should spot Saints and Aqua, so he's going to get the information that the player is mid-cut. Can they converge on that information though?
Silly's actually getting flanked here, and Silly gets taken out. It's Temp to respond here for Echo Fox. That's going to shut down future streaks, and he connects with the grenade on the Aches, brings it down to a 1v2. It's all up to Facento.
This is going to be tough. You have to expect the push to continue over towards the A site. Will he read a potential rotation, though? Facento already had a phenomenal clutch early on in the game. Used the smoke to his advantage to go for a ninja. Now is he rotating over towards B? There's a player over to his right. He still has a nade to work with here. That's the first good read from Facento, but not able to find the kill.
But that's the information he needs, and he spots him on the cross as well. Goes for the reach. Hal can't win the engagement. I like how Facento played it, but in the end, just too many bodies for him to take care of. Now, one thing that worked well for Echo Fox is the fact that they were able to shut down Silly. He uses the glide bomb to find the first blood in the round, but I don't think he was able to earn anything else off the back of that. So Echo Fox don't have to worry about a fighter pilot or an artillery barrage, and they tie the game up.
And I'm curious to see if Echo Fox have kept track of that. Right? Will we just see maybe Mountain Class come out here, or will they know? But to your point, a fantastic challenge from Temp. Really, really good. Took the initiative. What do we have? Well, 1 Mountain Class, 2 Mountain Classes. So maybe they're just a little worried.
Okay. We'll see for these future rounds if they decide to switch it up. Apthy also has a Mountain Class on of his own, but he gets spotted and taken down. Easy first blood there for Echo Fox. Aches here for the trade. Can he make it happen? Able to spot one. Goes for the wall bang. 2 quick kills coming in favor of Echo Fox. Now it's Silly. His turn to work for the trades, but nobody on EG hitting their shots this round. Finally, Assault is able to shoot Facento in the side. And speaking of Assault, it's all up to him. He's in a 1v3. Woo! Maybe for a second we thought, but all things considered, fairly straightforward round for Echo Fox. The trade's just unable to come in for EG.
And once again, Assault left in a 1v something, right? There always seems to be him left in those situations. And Echo Fox, once again, get themselves a bit of a cushion in this search and destroy. Can they close it out here? Of course, they did take map number 1, London Docks Hardpoint. Looking to go 2-0 up here on St. Marie, do more search and destroy. Again, EG have such big woes in search. The L streak continues, if you will. 4-3, the advantage to Echo Fox, though. EG back on the attacking side. It looks as though it's going to be a B push.
I almost didn't even notice that Aqua has 11 kills in this map. On a 2 spree right now, as we find ourselves here in round number 8. EG taking things a little bit slow. I like this. Feel out your opponent. Get some set nades. This is what they're best at. Whenever we talk about their prep work, this is what we talk about. They're set nades to enter to the bomb site, but it's Aqua. First blood, his 12th goal of the game, and there's Facento with the cover fire. EG unable to find any sort of opening into the B site, and now they're forced to reposition, but the bomb is dropped inside the site. You have less than now 50 seconds to work with, and you have 2 Echo Fox players threatening a pinch.
I think Echo Fox did just find that information. It looked as if Saints was going to try and go for a collapse, and then it was as if they just kind of called that push off. Now it's Assault 1v4. Again, yeah. Saints recognizes he was in ammo, and honestly, at this point, if you're Echo Fox, Saints, go for it. Shoot him in the back, my friend. As Temp just buys enough time. Really well played from Echo Fox. And I feel it's funny because I mentioned this earlier on in the day, kind of talking about Facento and just the different play style that he can bring and just how well he seems to be playing right now. Just the simple things like the smoke strat that we saw earlier on. It reminds me of just the TR days, the Team Revenge days, where he would just come out with just these unorthodox ideas and concepts and just catch people off guard. It's just so fun to watch.
And speaking, starting from that team, and then you look at all the years after that, like him and Aqua have always showed up when it comes down to champs time.
Always.
Always. It's a safe bet to be on this guy's team when that biggest tournament of the year rolls around. And he's showing up big time for his team as well as Aqua, 13-5, 4 spree. They're looking to close out game 2. As we were saying, chance to go up 2-0 in the series. It's their turn on offense. They're looking to find first blood.
Well, you can see Aqua over towards A, and this may actually bait out a couple of players because you can see the bombers, well, still over towards the B site for now at least. Running on from EG.
Nice shot.
decide to push over. I mean, you
What
basically
do you do about that?
Oh my God! Oh, wow. 15-5 is Aqua. Silly
It's just not assault.
1v4, I guess, right? That's your saving grace. Someone else is left in a horrible position. Vicento goes down. 1v3.
Should pick up his AR so you can comfortably fight out the window at least.
Just like that. Good call. 40 seconds. Reach temp. Oh my God. 1v2. 37 seconds. Of course, bomb has been planted. I believe that's Aqua that watches the cross. Did he see him? I'm not sure if he did. The pre-fire comes through, and Echo Fox, they're not giving up a 1v4. Not today. Echo Fox as well. 2-0 up now. Another loss for Evil Geniuses Search and Destroy, and a free dinner for me.
Oh, shoot. I was hoping you would forget about that.
I don't forget.
But not only is it another loss, that's at least 10 S&D losses in a row for EG.
Double digits. That's actually impressive.
Impressively bad.
Yes, yes it is. Echo Fox 2-0 though. Looking fantastic today. Looking very, very good today, to be completely honest with you. And making a big, big run for a potential campaign in the top 4. Of course, for Evil Geniuses, they are actually in first place as it stands, with, of course, Rebel Zone losing earlier on today. But I feel like we expected Division A to be very, very close. So far, I feel like the games haven't really disappointed in terms of how we expect the standings to look. Still very, very close.
Yeah, maps have been close, but series haven't. You know, aside from that Game 5 to kick off the day, it's been 3-1 and then 3-1, and then now we find ourselves here. Echo Fox 2-0 up over Evil Geniuses, and we've been saying it for quite some time. It's about time that we see this Echo Fox lineup finally come together. It seems like all things are starting to gel.
Definitely seems that way. Let's take a look, though, at our scuff plate of the game. It was an impressive one. I think you probably know where we're going here. For Cento, I mean, just what a 1v1 this is. Like, it's just so smart for him. So first of all, you can see him just playing for a little bit of information, spots Assault, says, okay, hold on a minute. Not going to repeat. He's going to be pre-aiming. My chance of winning this gunfight is so unbelievably low. So he wraps. That's where he throws the smoke from mid-cut. And instantly rotates over towards the bomb. There's the smoke, and Assault has to worry. He's like, well, why is he just throwing a smoke? It's just so smart. It's just so smart. I love it from Vicento.
Yeah, so one, Assault is expecting the re-challenge because he takes the first bullet in that engagement, so Assault had less health. He's expecting a re-challenge from Vicento, and Vicento's like, well, I'm going to back up, and because I'm backing up, that opens up an opportunity. If he were to push out towards the white Jeep, then I just get mowed down. So he throws down the smoke, and you can see it plays in the back of the mind of Assault. Is he still around this area? Is he going to push through the smoke? And then Vicento just gets the easy defuse off.
Really wonderful stuff coming in from Echo Fox and throughout that entire Search and Destroy, to be completely honest with you. And to the point we made before, they are now 2-0 up in the series. Looking good to potentially close things out here. Do you remember what map 3 was?
Yeah, it is Forest CTF.
This is why I need you, John. This is why I need you. Forest CTF Game 3. Can Echo Fox sweep EG, our current top of the standings squad here in Division A? As it stands, it's looking pretty likely as Echo Fox have cruised through towards that 2-0 lead. Of course, the London Docks Hardpoint Game 1 went their way, and of course that St. Marie we just saw goes their way as well. We'll be back after this with Capture the Flag action. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Call of Duty World League presented by PlayStation 4. Of course, the current game we're seeing on the main stage today. Evil Geniuses versus Echo Fox, and it's Echo Fox with a 2-0 lead as EG's Search and Destroy's woes continue. However, if you're an EG fan, I have more bad news for you during the commercial break. Revan broke out the stats. He was looking curious as ever as, all right, well, you know, numbers, is there potential for a reverse sweep? Revan, what'd you find out?
Well, I thought you were going to say, you said you
no, this is
you had something.
No, I said you. I said during the commercial break, Revan went through the stats.
So from stage 2 in Anaheim, EG actually haven't won this map mode in combination. They're 0-3 on it. For the side of Echo Fox, they're 5-2, so they have a lot more reps on for CTF, and helps when you have a couple of wins under your belt as well.
Yes, it most definitely does. As it looks as if this series could spiral a little out of control here for the likes of EG. So on board with Saints here for Echo Fox. Of course, working that airborne instincts. Teammate gonna chow. Nicely played from Saints there, just in case he needed to trade. However, player actually mid-map. It's gonna be Aches, and Saints just burn straight through him.
Saints is on point this entire series. Killed it in the hard point, and then really didn't have much to do in the search and destroy because Aqua killed everything in sight. Guy finished with 15 kills.
Insane.
Impressive performance from him in the last map. Now they're just looking to carry it forward here. You see Echo Fox right now, they have a great spread on the map. 2 towards Cabin, they have mid lane covered, and they have Saints logging down the platform here. If you could get this one wave of kills, you could set up a great push onto the EG base. And there's Temp. He opens up with 2 quick kills of his own. Saints staying alive, can't find the third, but it's going to be Temp surging on forward. He gets cut down, and with that kill made by EG, it should be them stabilizing on the defensive end.
Oh, for a minute there I thought it could get a little scary. Mac was able to find the double, but Facento off spawn shuts down App, so no EG push as Aches launches over a nade to land at Facento's feet. So almost a reset after a minute and a half. Both teams got to back their original points, fighting for that mid-map control. Saints tries to go straight through mid-map. That's not going to work. App easily finds the pick.
Yeah, Assault wants to stay alive in this position. Aptly's able to find 2. So Assault could vacate this for the time being, open up that bell side spawn, especially now you're starting to see Echo Fox players spawn up. Important kill made by Aptly. That's going to open up the bunker side for Evil Geniuses to push on through. Make it 2 for Aptly if he can get a touch on this flag. 1 defending player as well to get past. That's going to be Temp. He's going to spot him. Can't win that engagement. It's going to be Aches along with Silly to try to follow this up. You have 1 defending player. You get a touch on the flag. Can you get home free? Temp finds the kill. Can't get the second. Aches stays alive. This flagpole, this offensive opportunity for EG is now dead. And now on the other side of the map, it's Echo Fox with a chance.
Yeah, you see a very, very aggressive push come through from Echo Fox there. A couple of them overextended as 2 players right back towards their flag. It set up a chance for maybe a counter, but immediately it was shut down as now Facento his way back over towards the flag, keeping EG pinned in their base, going to spot App, and the team fire comes through. Now, they have roughly 5 seconds or so to try and make something happen, but everyone off spawn. That's going to put us up, and keep your eye on number 7, Silly, straight off spawn. He's overextended, got himself over towards bunker, and
what?
Actually being ran towards cabin, now go mid-cut, now back over to
what was that?
That was, does he need like a GPS of where to run the flag?
He needs a map, a guideline. That was just a poor flag run by Saints. Just run it right towards ruins. Like, you know, the other team off spawn, they're going to be cabin. Fortunately, Echo Fox are going to find the kills. Aqua can't get the turn. Aptly gets the kill just in time. But wait, number 4, nope, not there just in time. So first flag cap shouldn't have gone to EG, but it does.
Yeah, well, that's just one of those moments you look at this Echo Fox squad and they do so much good. And then you see something like that and you
right,
get a
he picks up the flag like he's the last one alive. All his teammates are come up off respawn. Your flag gets pulled.
Think about this.
Know that they're cabin.
Think about this. He pulls it over towards ice. Then he cuts mid. Then from mid, cuts back towards ruins. That's what, 4-5 seconds that you just burnt when you could have just pulled the flag, turned around, got it to ruins, got it to safety, and ultimately, more than likely at least, capped the flag. Instead though, it's EG, 1-0 up.
All right, let's see if Echo Fox can find another opening here at the EG base. Aqua gets cleaned up. Same with Facento. EG now pushing on forward. It's Athlete controlling the middle lane, and he just wants to stay alive, right? Act like a checkpoint for his team, especially considering the fact that he's 50 points away from earning a glide bomb. On a force spree with that flag cap as well. Could be something that aids EG as this game progresses on forward. Just trying to stay alive for the time being. Worst case scenario is you just let one of your teammates pull the flag, team kill them for the cap or even the pull, but the kill's gonna do it. Another defending player to get past, gets the kill on the Aqua. Aptly now fully streaked out, but this offensive push still well alive for EG. Doesn't get a grab just yet.
He thought he had it.
Backtracks, dives across. He's alive, and he's got support.
Oh, unfortunately, though, he does fall. Silly there to immediately grab the flag. Is he just going to book it? Looks like he may actually readjust towards window. Trying to play Temp like a fiddle. Temp going to have absolutely none of it. The support comes through as well. The flag has now been returned. It would have been so clutch if maybe App was able to use some of those streaks, but unfortunately, he didn't really have the time because he, of course, had the flag. 8 seconds left. Can Echo Fox get a touch? Vicento darting down towards the flag. At least touch it, move it off the base. There's the first 2 seconds left. Doesn't matter. We're going in to the half. 1-0 EG. And a very, very strange couple of moments there, which ultimately give Evil Geniuses that 1 flag lead. Now they have streaks as well, Revan. It's looking good that maybe this is a map they're able to take home.
That lead for EG stems off the back of a bad decision by Saints. Just indecisiveness with the flag run. Runs it initially towards cabin,
And
then towards the middle lane.
is that miscommunication?
I think it's just a bad play. I mean, you have to recognize in that situation, like especially since you're starting your push from the ruin side of the map, like you're blocking those spawns from the other team. They're going to be going over near cabin, and also the fact that they pulled your flag, so they have to have had overextended from cabin in order to get to that position on the map. Indecisiveness, but look, if you're EG, especially considering the fact that Silly's 4-12 right now, you have Apathy fully streaked out. You're sitting nice on this 1-0 flag lead. Let's see if they could keep building this momentum in the second half.
Well, this is going to be a big test because already flag has been pulled at mid-cut. Finds one. Ake's looking to challenge Saints. Saints just turns around and takes the gunfight now. We'll see. Who's the glide bomb going to kill? Well, it gets Aqua. That's not the flag carrier, but has it bought time for Silly to overextend? Of course, there are still other streaks which App could invest if he wants to here, and we will see the fighter pilot come through. Vicento will fall. Again, not finding the flag carrier. Saints isn't going to die either. Somehow, some way, the flag ultimately drops. Bear in mind the counter coming through. The return comes through. Aqua pre-fires, gets the kill as well. Huge play from him. Picks up the flag, and he will be able to run that one home. Crazy, crazy pre-fire.
You know, if they use the glide bomb and kill Saints over at Ruins, or like at that mid-fire tank, instead of Aqua, who is watching the flag carriers back over near field, at least Silly gets away with that flag and forces a stalemate. And now, Echo Fox in a good position to keep this offensive push going. The glide bomb there connects onto Apathy. Saints working towards some streaks of his own. Vicento trying to find kills on these defending players. Let's see if his teammates could follow up his push.
I like that from Saints. Wants to keep the pressure on, also trying to earn further streaks. The problem is his teammates' follow-up was absolutely non-existent. Assault's going to shut down Saints, so no further streaks for the likes of Echo Fox. But they do tie up the game 1-1 with 3.5 minutes still to go. You may see Vicento have to do some defensive duty momentarily. The likes of Apathy still over there. And I believe, does Apathy still have 1 streak left? I want to say he does. He has the barrage, so could potentially use that defensively or even aggressively.
Right now.
Maybe right now, but he's the closest to the flag, so he may just have to go for the pull himself.
Maybe he'll stop over towards the platform and just call it in.
Silly! Silly just got the worst timing ever! Aqua's gonna get through! I can't believe it, Silly!
Getting flanked though, and you have a player pinching kind of from Bell. All right, he's dead, but the flag dropped. The Echo Fox flag dropped as well. Assault trying to stay alive here. He gets cut down. The return will come in for Echo Fox, and now the spawns for EG. Keep in mind where they're going to be spawning up. It's such a right on their flag pack. Saints wins a crucial 1v1 against Apathy. Keep in mind, while Apathy's dead, he can't calm that artillery barrage and stop it. Does Saints have instinct on? Is he going to get hurt by these stuns? Yes, he does.
He's good. It's home sweet home. You're not going to invest the artillery barrage, and that's going to be a 1 flag lead for Echo Fox. Temp picks up a nice double, and all of a sudden, this game looks to spiral out of control. Saints, of course, close to streaks. Artillery barrage could still be called in, and you have to feel like if you're EG, you almost have to. Finally, it's going to be invested, but now you get a glide bomb and potentially more. Another artillery barrage earned. Temp just going to run straight through. Wonderful play from him. He earned streaks of his own. EG, you have just completely collapsed in these few moments. More so to Echo Fox turning on the heat. A wonderful few moments of gameplay.
All right, I'm alive. I can speak again. And what a crazy turn of events, right? Think of how that first half ended with Saints making, you know, the bad decision with the flag run. And boy, does he turn things around and kind of save things for his team. Now positive 10. He's got streaks to work with. 2 flag caps back-to-back here for Echo Fox. As now they're sitting pretty in this game. A very comfortable position to be in.
And now you can start raining down the streaks from above. See if you can potentially just add 1 more flag onto the overall tally. Just over 60 seconds still to go. Artillery is going to be used mid-map. Silly may actually fall there as he's caught slap bang in the middle of it. 3 players go down. 1 instantly off spawn. That's Aches. But the collapse is coming through once again. And at this point,
Use them.
When it rains, it pours, right? Like, more streaks going to be used. And EG, even if they wanted to at this point, they barely can even leave their base. A fighter pilot's going to come down, Assault's going to be slayed. Watch the overextension. You know, 2 players are there. You still have mortars to use. You still have another fighter pilot to use. This is a horrible way to end this this second half if you're an EG fan. Watching your team just get blown off the map, essentially. Time and time again. The flag, of course, it is important to note, has been picked up by Facento and has been run home. GG Echo Fox, a phenomenal day from them. A must-needed 2-0 day. They get the job done. For EG, of course, even after this loss, I believe they may still actually be number 1 on... In fact, actually, no, I don't think they will be anymore.
They'll have an extra loss over Red Reserve, but that's because they had a doubleheader.
But it'll be map win percentage, right? So Red Reserve should theoretically go back to number 1. So it's good for them, but again, the big story, Echo Fox, they needed a big day, and boy, oh boy, did they not disappoint as Facento and in style. Go on, hit it.
A 2-0 day where they beat both first-place teams. Solid job by Echo Fox.
There you go. That's a stat for you right there. Wonderful performance from them. Loved everything we saw from the strategies in Search and Destroy, the hard point play, and even CTF towards the end. Yes, there were some questionable moments, as I'm sure the analysts will touch on, and I'm curious to hear what the players have to say about that as well. But overall, they get the result. Their playoff kind of chances just increased pretty dramatically.
Oh, absolutely. You take out 2 heavy hitters here in Division A, and, you know, the Achilles heel for this Echo Fox squad, you know, for these last couple of months have been their hardpoint game. And the fact is, you know, they come out strong, and, you know, they were close hardpoints, but they win them. So things are looking up. The sky's the limit for this Echo Fox lineup. I mean, in this series overall, Saints goes off in both the respawns, Aqua carries in the Search and Destroy, and that equals a 3-0 victory for them over Evil Geniuses.
Most definitely does. Of course, as we mentioned, there was definitely some interesting plays throughout the entire series, but it doesn't matter. Echo Fox, they get that win, and that's all that matters. And you can see, of course, even after wins, the players sit down and often kind of communicate over, all right, what can we do better? A good sign. Meanwhile, on the flip side for EG, I don't know how they fix their search, Revan. I don't know what they need to do, but they cannot continue losing at this rate.
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, look, in the search that they played against Epsilon, they had the majority first bloods, but they were plagued by a lot of team kills. Here against Echo Fox, sure, there's not a lot you can do when somebody like Aqua comes in and just decides to drop 15 kills on you, but there's still moments in those rounds where they could have turned it around. You know, you pointed out a lot. It was all up to Assault, these 1vx situations, and, you know, maybe adjust the play style a little bit, just group up, maybe forfeit 1 bomb site and just play all stacked together. I mean, the trades are there for both teams, but yeah, if you're EG, your last 10 searches, you've lost all 10.
Yeah, not a good stat at all. Congratulations once again to Echo Fox. They take a 3-0 lead in a 3-0 game, I should say. They're over Evil Geniuses. Still more action to come later in the day. Here at the Call of Duty World League, presented by PlayStation 4.
first 3-0 of the day. Echo Fox going to be able to take out EG here for day number 1 of Division A for this week of the CWL Pro League. And we already talked about middle of the pack. It keeps being a theme here. Echo Fox now going to be able to inch up a little bit, Chance.
And this is insane. It genuinely is, just because like Red Reserve and EG were expected almost, not quite, but almost guaranteed to make the top 4. So who are those next 2 teams? Echo Fox almost damn near solidified their spot. You beat the number 1 team, you beat the number 2 team. Now they just have to not choke. They just have to not choke. They could just like split the rest of their series, and they're in a great spot.
I did this on my team in the last season. We came back, we were 3-4 going into the second half. We beat the top 2 teams, and then we ended up not making it. So Echo Fox still has a tall task ahead of them, not choking against these lower teams, but they put themselves in a fantastic position to be top 4 in this division. So now you just improve upon the stuff that you were, doing wrong before, and you build upon this newfound spot you have here in Division B, or
so,
A.
They're either going to be able to qualify for that top 4, or maybe we see one of them up here on the desk after the end of season 2. All right, but ultimately, I think the main thing is we have to really start talking about EG. They can feel pretty safe still, right, Chance? For the most part, they can feel relatively safe.
Dude, no, you can't. You really can't at this point. Like, their S&D it's too bad. Like, I kind of made the defense of saying, like, 0-9. I think there's a lot of unfortunate stuff for them. But even, like, looking at that game, there's just some plays they made that were, like, just atrocious. Like, just genuinely bad S&D plays. The 0-10 doesn't do it justice. If you're that poor, and it's like the Spice thing. If you're that bad in one game mode and you're not excelling at the other 2, it's a struggle. So I'm at the point now where, yes, they're in a great spot, but I'm definitely concerned.
Well, the issue is that they still have to play Spice, TK, Red Reserve, Envy, FaZe. Like, those are good teams. Yeah. They could lose like a majority of those matches if they play like they just did. So if EG don't start picking it up, they're not in a safe position whatsoever. They're currently sitting at 6-3, and the teams behind them are like 1 game back. So they're definitely not in a great position. They could fall to 5th place, and that's not playoffs. So they need to turn up and win some games. Nobody is safe right now.
And even though Echo Fox has gotten it started, they're by no means safe for the top 4 either. They've pretty much just started their road to actually make it there. This has been one of the craziest divisions I think that we really have seen, and I think it's going to come down to the wire. I think this is going to be one of those cases. Yeah, we get to the last day, and every single game it's like, okay, if this happens, we're going to see these teams go. If something else happens, it's going to change. And it's kind of crazy. I think that's really what we've seen for all the divisions, even when we looked at stage number 1. But we got one more matchup coming in today, and